Hey guys, it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen, and my mini-me, Haley. How are you guys doing? We're so excited to be home on a Friday night, TGIF, right?
And it's cold outside.
It's cold outside.
And wet.
I cannot stand the winter. Oh, the only thing I love about winter is the warm socks. Like, I sleep in a pair of bedtime socks. I've got bedtime socks.
I know, and I tell her she's crazy because I'm like, who wears socks to bed? That's
This
weird.
girl, I'm freezing to death. I freeze to death in the winter, so I've got some bedtime socks. And I'd love to know who loves the winter. Like, I have a friend, Nick, he loves the winter because he gets to snow ski at his home, and he loves the winter because he makes igloos for his kids. But no, I cannot stand the cold. I can't stand it on my bones and my face and my feet. So I sleep in what I call my bedtime socks. They're actually some old, you guys, I know y'all have some. I'd love to know in the comments if you guys know what I'm talking about, or if you have some, put have some. My grandmother gave me a pair of like non-skid house shoes that are really like socks. Like, I'll have to show you. I'm gonna go get them while Haley's talking. Like, they're socks, but they're house shoes. So I'm gonna go get a pair so you'll know what I'm talking about. I want to know if you guys have a pair of these. You know what? I'll just walk back here with you. So just ignore all the noise. The dogs are going crazy. Look. Hey, what are y'all doing? All the toys. Look at these toys. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Yeah, just ignore them. It's loud in here. So I want to know if you guys have some of these. I call them bedtime socks. They're really house shoes, but my granny gave them to me so many years ago. Hang on just a second. Let me find a pair. Oh, yeah, here's a pair. Okay, now don't judge me. Don't judge me, but who has some of these? Who's got some? I got to know. Like, they're the warm, fuzzy socks with the non-skid on the bottom. Like, I wear these to bed. Like, they're not house shoes for me. I freeze to death in the winter. So I've got to know, do y'all have a pair, and do you wear them in the winter? You probably don't wear them to bed like I do. Come on, little bit. Come on. You probably don't wear them to bed like I do, but I want to know who's got a pair. So me and Haley are glad to be home, and we're making a new dish tonight. We don't know for sure if it's going to be delicious, but I mean, it sounds amazing. And I'm going to let Haley tell you what she's going to do because she's cooking in the kitchen tonight. Real quick, let's see. Oh, yeah. Hey, Julie, how are you? I see Joanne on there. It starts in socks, then you take them off. Oh, no.
No, she keeps them on all night long. It's kind of...
I wake up in the morning, and I'm stretching in my bedtime socks. There we go. Connie wears something to bed. I love it. Hey, Delilah. Terry says, no way. She can't wait for the spring. She does not like the winter, and she's got some thick slippers in boots, light boots. Okay, that's awesome. Phyllis has some blue ones. So, look, I don't mind telling people that I may be weird. Like, I sleep in bedtime socks. All right. Okay, we're going to tell you guys what we're doing in the kitchen tonight. This is called a honey mustard chicken. Now, most people, when they see honey mustard, they think 100% this full of sugar, like it's something we can't have. Now, this might not meet your goals if you're looking for, like, strict keto. But we're not strict keto. Like, we eat flexible keto, even low carb some weeks. And we drink our ketones every day, so it keeps us on track. Like, we 100% losing fat, keeping the fat off, and we don't have to be so strict in our meals. Now, with this said, oh my goodness, she microwaves her slippers. Tammy, I see that. Now, I don't do that, Tammy, but it sounds like a really good idea. So, as far as me and my household, we do eat keto, but it's a flexible keto. Like, I'm not so strict. I focus on protein being high priority proteins, low-carb vegetables, cooked in healthy fats. So let me show you our side dish real quick before Haley gets into the chicken. So looky there. We've got some roasted broccoli. I love to roast broccoli, and guess what? Haley finally has decided that she likes roasted broccoli after all these years of me trying to get her to eat it.
I don't know if I'm going to like it her way because she didn't listen to me how I told her to cook it, and I'm a better cook than her.
Y'all, seriously. The only thing she wanted me to do is cut the stems off.
I don't
the
like
stems.
I don't
They're
like
delicious.
this. I mean, I want a little
flexible
stem, but I don't want the stems to be this long.
And she can cut it off with her fork, right?
No, that's gross.
All right, so let's get started with this chicken. I'm going to turn this camera around so Haley can talk to you. And Haley, we're going to ask you to talk loud. She doesn't like to...
I don't like to talk loud. I feel like I'm screaming.
You're not screaming, I promise.
Okay, so tonight we're doing the honey mustard chicken. So before I start doing all the works, Amy, she was my sous chef tonight.
Oh!
So she cut up my chicken breasts for me and sliced them thin, and I salt, peppered them, and put garlic powder on them.
And look how good they look. I mean, it's just thin chicken breast, and she put salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Now, before she gets too far, I want you guys to give me some hearts if you can hear her, because she doesn't like to holler, but the camera microphones on the other side. So
Okay, and then I put some olive oil on the pan, and we just put the chicken down. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your honey mustard.
now let me ask you, Heather, what kind of honey mustard are you using? Because
You
we
already
like
told
low
them.
carb. I did not.
Yes,
I
you did.
I
It's
told
G-
them. I told them that I love that this is low carb. I didn't tell them what I'm using.
I'm pretty sure you did, but we're using G Hughes sugar-free honey mustard.
G Hughes, look at that, y'all. G Hughes honey mustard. And let me tell you, my grocery bill was so cheap this week. Look what I did. I went on a shopping spree. Show us, Haley. I'm so excited about that. I love G Hughes. Now, is it perfect? Absolutely not. Have y'all tried that clucking chicken sauce? Like the famous clucking chicken. Look at this.
That's like a Big
It's
Mac
a
sauce, ain't it?
secret burger. I've never seen it before.
It's
but
probably like a Big Mac sauce.
I was at the store looking specifically for the honey mustard, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to get some of these others. So G Hughes is not necessarily the perfect choice depending on your preference. Like some people are very strict keto, so they really stay away from certain items that have sucralose in it. It is a sugar substitute. It does not spike the blood sugar unless you have a lot of it. So we're not drinking the sauce, guys. As a matter of fact, Haley's fixing to show you how to use this sauce. We're not drinking it. So I personally feel like it's okay to use. Now, I don't recommend you drink it, Haley. So tell us what you're doing with it.
Okay, so you're just gonna get one of these little brushes. You can get them at the Dollar Tree actually too. But you're just gonna put it on your chicken, and you're gonna double dip because you're not gonna use this again.
Yep, no problem. Oh, look at there. So we're not drinking the sauce. That's why it's totally okay to use.
You want to use enough where it covers the chicken though, because you're
Yeah.
gonna want your crust to stick.
Yeah, so we got something else we're putting on top of it. So yes, you don't have to be really stingy with it. You definitely want to make sure that you get plenty of...
Because this is not even a whole serving on each chicken.
No.
I mean, it's probably not even half a serving.
Well, a serving actually is is it 1 or 2 tablespoons? So it probably is. I think we're using about a 4th cup. I mean, you don't have to use a whole lot.
I don't even think we use that much.
You don't think that's a 4th
No.
cup? Y'all, I'm a good measurer.
I'm a good.
It looks like an eyeball, a 4th cup to me. So we're taking that honey mustard. Again, it is the G Hughes sugar-free honey mustard. Now, guys, you've got to know when you see a sauce that says it's sugar-free, that don't necessarily mean 100%. I love G Hughes, but I'm not going to lie. When you turn this around and you look at your ingredients, it clearly tells you, right, let's see. Let's read these ingredients together. We got we got water, we got brown mustard, distilled vinegar, mustard seed, salt, spices, turmeric, all that sounds great. Distilled vinegar, oh, looky there, canola and soybean oil. That's what people will not like that are strict keto. There's modified cornstarch, another something that people wouldn't like if you're strict keto. And yolk spices, natural flavor, xanthan gum. Okay, so where's the sweetener? I know there's one in there. Hang on. It didn't tell me. I know there's one here. I must have missed it. I can barely read it and hold it at the same time. All right, let me see. Because I know there is one. It's got carbs. And it's a honey mustard, so it's got to be a sweetener. Hang on. Let me turn this over and use my hands here. All right. So we've got water, brown mustard, distilled vinegar, mustard seeds, spices, distilled vinegar, soybean oil. I hate that. But again, we're not drinking it. Oh, there it is. Sucralose. So sucralose is the sweetener in this. So it says sugar-free, and in reality it is sugar-free, but it has sweetener substitutes, and some people are just not on board with trying those. But guys, I'm telling you, it's good. It's really good. It's really good, and you're not drinking it. So Haley, tell us what we got here so far.
So I just used all that, and we'll just guesstimate that it was a 4th cup, like Amy said. So I just brushed it on all the chicken breasts.
Mm-hmm.
And
so tell us what comes next.
And so we crushed up some cashews and in Amy's little blender. I'm not as fancy as Amy, so I was just going to use a mallet bag and a mallet to crush mine.
She was going to use a mallet over on her counters. So let me tell you, let's look at these carb counts, though, because this is a low-carb meal, and some people may even consider this keto because keto is all about the carb count, right? So this has, you see that right there, 1 total carb and 2 tablespoons. So 2 tablespoons is 1 carb. We just used a 4th cup approximately. There's no way there's 2 tablespoons of honey mustard on those. We just brushed it. Haley, hand me those cashews over there because I love to teach people how to look at your labels. So here's our cashews. We use just Planters lightly salted cashews. Let's find our label here. I love to teach you guys because you need to know how to count your carbs. So we'll see here the serving size is 1 ounce. That's about 28 pieces of the cashew. So about 28. Now you can measure this. If you want to be really strict, you can measure it. I'm not that strict because I'm maintaining. But if you are strict, just measure it out, 1 ounce. You can get a little kitchen scale. So 1 ounce is the serving size. Well, you see here that the total carbs, the total carbs are 9. Y'all see that? I'm trying to keep my camera still. The total carbs are 9. Now, to get net carbs, you're going to subtract fiber, but look at that. It's only -1, so it's -1. So I'm going to say there's 0 fiber in this. So that's not really good as far as subtracting from carbs, right? So there are 9 carbs in 1 ounce. That's pretty high for cashews. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't aware of that, and that's why I like to every once in a while look at my own labels. Again, so let's say that we used 1 ounce, Haley. We probably used...
I'm going to say 2
somebody's
ounces.
going to have to Google this.
I'm going to say 2 ounces. We used about
Somebody's
2
going to have to
ounces.
Google this for me because I used about a 1/4 cup again. No, I probably used a 1/2 cup.
No.
Dang, I don't know.
No.
I would have to measure it. So if I really cared, like if I was really being strict, I could measure this because what we did was to put this in our little crusher, and 2 ounces would be 18 carbs, right? Y'all hear me out? 2 ounces would be 18 carbs, but we're going to use that over 6 chickens. So take those 18 and divide it by 6, and that's your carb count per piece of chicken. So you see that? 43 pieces, not 28. Thank you, Bridget. Bridget kept helping me out here. It said about 28 grams, 43 pieces. Girl, we are good. Thank you, Bridget, for correcting me. So looky there. You also can use peanuts. Yes, I see that. You can use peanuts. You can use any nuts you want, but Haley wants to get these started so we can get them in the oven. So tell us, Haley.
So you're just going to get a peach full, and you're going to sprinkle that on your chicken. And I try best to get it on the chicken instead of the pan.
And look, guys, we crushed up all of these. I don't know if we're even going to use them all. That's another thing to keep in mind. Haley, that looks good. Mm-hmm. Now, this is the first time we're cooking this, so we're just kind of making this up today.
And we could have done pecans, too. I don't know if pecans are... I think pecans are lower in fat.
Pecans are low. Well, fat's not a bad thing.
I mean, not fat. Crap,
carbs.
I didn't even mean that.
Yeah.
Carbs.
You could all... Yeah, I have a pecan-crusted chicken that I really love, but we really wanted to do something different, so we chose cashews.
Yes, and who doesn't love cashews? Cashews are fire.
So, guys, I can't use my calculator because I'm on the phone, so somebody calculate. Do... I'm going to say, just go ahead and do the 18. Do 18 divided by 6. What's that? 18 divided by 6. Somebody tell me in the comments. Now, I'm not a stickler for carb counts right now in my journey because I'm maintaining, and this is my primary meal of the day. That's 3, Barbara said. So that's 3 carbs per piece of chicken, guys. That's amazing. 3 carbs per piece of chicken.
And I just want y'all to know that I made up this recipe, so if it's good, I'm taking credit.
Yeah, we'll give Haley the credit if it's delicious. So, I mean, tell me about it. 3 carbs per piece of chicken. I mean, that's totally doable to me. And that's if we used 2 ounces of the nuts.
And I'm probably going to do it just because I like a more crust,
Keep
honestly.
it on going. Come on going. Keep it on going. This is our primary meal of the day. So when I look at my carbs in the evening.
Yeah, I haven't ate anything all day.
Yeah, me either. We've been too busy at work. So we drank our ketones. And
actually, I only drink 1 today, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I had 2. No, yeah, I had 2.
I drink my big Stanley water.
Yeah, I drank a lot of water today. So, hey, that looks so good. Guys, we hope it's delicious. We're going to tell you.
That's why I said if it's good, I'm taking credit. If it's not good, Amy's taking credit.
Sounds like a true daughter, right? So, again, this is super easy. We took chicken breasts. We made them thin chicken breasts. We cut those big breasts in half. And then we salt, peppered, and put garlic powder just to taste, just to prime them. And then we brushed on our low-carb honey mustard. You can use whatever you love. We like G Hughes. And then we put over our crushed cashew nuts. Dang. Tina said I mentioned a few weeks ago that I got a new air fryer. I did. So my old one is actually going to go to the clubhouse. It's still here on my counter right now because I haven't been to the clubhouse. Ricky has. So I'm going to ship that one up to the clubhouse, and then I'm going to open up my new one for the house. So I'm excited to do that. Did you know that cashew is a part of the poison ivy family, and they are not good for you? I did not know that, Darlene. Thank you. Looks amazing. Thank you. All right, so...
Now you choking?
Yeah, and I didn't put nothing in my mouth. I'm choking on something. Choking on air. I'm choking on air. So, guys, as far as that comment, thank you for sharing, but it will take me forever to eat all of these. I mean, like forever. I'm not a big nut fan. I love nuts, honestly, but I don't eat them very often because I'm bad about taking a whole handful instead of like going by the serving size.
Yeah.
And a whole handful of these is a lot of carbs. If you're just eating a snack, a whole handful is a lot of carbs. So I really try to stay away from them myself. My go-to advice on nuts is if you're eating them, if you love nuts like my mom and my daughter, like we love nuts, but if you eat them like they do, I highly recommend you put them into serving size. Get those little snack bags.
I'm gonna interrupt her because she doesn't know everything.
Of course not.
So I have little snack bags or Ziploc bags at the house, and before I leave for work, because sometimes I do like to snack throughout the day, especially if I don't eat like a full meal for lunch. So I'll put a serving size in a bag and keep the nuts at home. That way I don't take all the nuts to work, because if I do that, I will sit my nuts on my desk and eat them all day, and I'll eat a whole container in a day.
That's right. So a snack bag is is that not what I just said?
No, but you acted like I ate all of them in one day. You was like, if you love them like my daughter.
I said I would eat them all in one day. So yeah, she's doing exactly what I recommend. Make you a snack bag if you're going to have nuts. All right, guys. All right, let's see. They look delicious.
Yes.
I'm going to let Haley put them in the oven, and I'll show you what's in the oven as our side dish real quick.
And also, I'm probably going to, if I'm going to be on.
Let's move those broccolis around. You want to put it on the bottom? It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It ain't going to hurt nothing. We're going to let these cook on 350 for about 25 minutes. It would really depend on the thickness of your chicken. So if you got thick chicken, you're going to have to cook it longer. We cut ours thin, so we wouldn't have to do that. Now, what are you doing over here with my broccoli?
We're going to stir it around. I don't want to set it on there.
Baby, it's a hot stovetop. You can put it on there.
All right, I don't want it to bust.
It won't, baby.
If it busts, it's not my fault.
Why would it bust? It's for hot stuff. It's not going to bust.
Them stems.
Haley does not like these stems. What are you going to stir it around for? Honey, you don't know how to do this. I'm the pro at broccoli. She's the pro at chicken. I'm the pro at broccoli. You just leave it like this, guys. You just let it roast, and look, it turns brown.
You just said,
this is the way I love it. You said you was going to move it around.
Amy, you said you were going to leave. You said, ooh, let's move that around. That's what she said.
I did not. Did y'all not hear her just say?
Y'all go ahead and give Haley hearts, because I know I'm
Give
right.
me that pot holder.
That needs to be roasted more.
I know. That's all. That's what you're doing with it. Open this up. Girl, man, I tell you what.
Look, thank you. She said, let's move it around.
No, back in here. So this girl moves out, and she thinks she's Betty Crocker all of a sudden because she's learning from her mama.
No, baby, my husband, he wants me to cook every night.
So does mine. All right, guys, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I got to get my house clean. I got some guests coming over tomorrow. We're going to eat some good food. And look, when we're finished with this, we're going to put... Don't take her side, Darlene.
Yeah, Darlene.
Don't do it, Darlene.
Yes, you said it. You did say it.
Y'all don't take her side. Yes, you can use parchment paper. 100%. I love parchment paper too. Dang it, y'all quit. Y'all quit.
You said it, so just admit you're wrong.
What I meant was, let's move it around in the oven.
No,
because I wanted to put
no sense.
Yeah, because you was putting the chicken on the bottom. It's okay, guys.
Okay.
It's okay.
So misunderstanding.
She admitted that she misunderstood. I'm so
I did.
proud.
I thought you meant like, let's toss it up, toss the salad.
We love being together. We have so much fun. Team Haley, Karen said. I love it. You guys have an awesome night. We're going to post this later on the page. If it's delicious, we're going to put it in the recipe blog. If it's all right, and we think we might doctor it up different next time, we're going to wait, because we like to we want to make sure we would eat it again before we put it on the recipe blog. So guys, y'all have an awesome night. If you need me for anything, send me a message. I got a phone call scheduled with my friend Bridget, and I will talk to all of you guys later. Bye.